What that can't happen to me thing happened to you.
A car crashed through my kitchen last year. A snake fell out of a tree and bit me on the head. ETA, I have always been more scared of snakes than anyone I know, so it's just so ironic that this happened to me of all people.
My dad committed murder-suicide.
My brother-in-law had a psychotic break after going off his medication, which he hid from us, and killed my sleeping father, then himself. Perfectly normal the night before, we were laughing and talking and he asked if I would make a certain meal for dinner the next day. 8 hours later, our family was shattered.
I was an innocent bystander shot in the chest during a drive-by. Everyone else's stories are very sad, so here's something a bit lighter. I've mentioned this story before, but I got bitten on the neck by a penguin. I was at an event where the local zoo had a penguin and owl sitting on tables with handlers so you could take a picture next to them. The penguin went for my glass of wine, I moved the wine, and it bit me on the neck hard enough to bruise. They removed the penguin after that, smiley face.
Got breast cancer at age 38. It's metastatic. I'm 4 years in.
I found out I married a child molester after marriage.
My brother got murdered when I was 11.
Our house burned in a wildfire, we lost absolutely everything we owned and only salvaged a single coffee 3-cup. On the good side, there was a boy I crushed on all through high school. We went to summer camp together and I adored him. We ended up getting together in our 20s after reconnecting, and have now been together more than 20 years, married almost 17. We're as madly in love as ever.
4-year-old got cancer. Absolute hell of a last 18 months, but she's headed closer towards full recovery.
My dad killed himself when I was 13. Left my mum widowed at 41 with 2 kids. He was meant to drive up to meet us at his sister's holiday house and instead he went and offed himself. He had just gone on a new depression medication that, these days, when you start it you're not meant to be left alone for the initial 2 weeks because it can get much worse before it gets better, so that's pretty dumb.
Wife went to check on our 1-month-old while he was sleeping. He had stopped breathing sometime in the previous hour. Doctors couldn't save him. Was labeled a SIDS death. My 6-month pregnant, 23-year-old cousin, who was practically my best and only friend growing up, was brutally murdered right outside our house.
My family and I were in a hot air balloon crash.
I, a young male at the age of 17, developed a type of cancer that normally affects women, 50 years or older. Anaplastic carcinoma, a very fast and aggressive type of thyroid cancer. Within the span of a few weeks, it grew from the size of pea to the size of a walnut.
Widowed at 30.
My wife cheated on me with my best friend. They're moving in together next month. I'm in a new city thousands of miles away. I found out a month ago.
IUD punctured my uterus and I had to have it surgically removed.